Hey everyone, welcome to a theory class in my practice room. I'm going to go over some theory things that I want you to remember. You may not have your theory papers with you, so we're going to go over some of the things that we've covered previously in our worksheets. So let's start with the major scale, and we're going to remember that our major scale is made up of two tetrachords, okay, and they're made up of whole step, half step, connected by a whole step, and another whole, half. So if we were to look at our major scale, we're going to figure out where the half steps are. So here we've got a whole, here's your half step. That's our first tetrachord. We're going to connect that with a whole step, another whole, and half. So here is your, let's do that. There's your second half step. So when we're playing the C major scale, we're going to remember that on the white keys of the piano, we don't have to make any alterations with sharps or flats. That's why naturally occurring in C major, E and F are half steps, and B and C are half steps. So those are naturally occurring in our Western system of tonality. So we're just going to remember that's just normally where they are. If you look at a piano and you find those white keys, there's only two sets of white keys that are next to each other that don't have a black key in the middle, E and F and B and C. Okay, so we've talked about our two tetrachords and how we connect them. Then we're going to just write out a quick scale, and so that we can remember where those half steps naturally occur. Okay, so we've got E and F and B and C. Now remember, when I want to make alterations, say if I want to start on D, if I want to start in a different place other than C, I have to make changes to the notes so that I maintain this pattern. Okay? So if I was to start in another place, I would have to start that same process. So if I backed up, we'll try A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So now I need to find a half step, or I have to make or create a half step between scale degrees 3 and 4. Okay? So we're going to look 1, 2, 3. So A, B. In order to get a whole step here, I need C sharp. C sharp to D, there's my half step. So I've just made that alteration so that I get that half step. Then D to E is our whole step connecting. Then E, this has to be F sharp to get a whole step. This has to be a G sharp to get another whole step. And then my half step is right here between G sharp and A. So that is why A has 3 sharps, because I'm trying to keep these relationships the same. Whole, half, connected by a whole, half. All right, so let's just do a quick refresher of our clefs. We know here that we have the G clef, because our little doodly-doo goes around the line G. We're going to do our bass clef. This goes around the line F, so that is our F clef. Okay, so if I was to fold that a little bit. And then I'm going to do the viola clef or the alto clef. Remember, the doodly-doo thing goes around C. Okay, so this line right here, and let me just see, get that a little bit clearer, that is C. All right. Now, and again, that didn't come out very well. All right. And then if we were going to go to the tenor clef, we would just move that up a line. And then C would be up here for our cello players. And also bass, you also have to play in tenor clef. Okay, so there's your theory review. Head on over to the assignment and fill that out. I'm doing it a new way in this Canvas, so there should be a blue button that you have to hit to submit the assignment right there after you filled it out. There's 2 pages. You're just going to type in as best you can. Play around with it. There's some lines to draw on the second page. I'm not sure if that'll come out. If it doesn't, don't worry. But you can go ahead and be creative with this theory assignment and then hit submit and I will get it back. Thank you so much. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next theory video.